My friends, what if your wilderness was prolonged only because of the way you were thinking about it? What if you were unable to see what it is that God was doing for you, before you, ahead of you, if you'd only think about it differently? Instead of glorifying the past and wishing that you could go back to that, what would happen if you renewed your mind and accepted something totally different? What would happen if you thought about your wilderness as a preparation season or a rest season, the place in between from one place to another, and rested in that moment and rested in God's presence and accepted his rest and his comfort and his provision and allowed that rest to ease your mind and possibly allow you to think about something differently? Because now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? And it is the perception, the awareness, shall I say, that something else is happening in that moment is the catalyst that will push you towards the promise that is waiting for you. But we first have to understand that something new is happening, and that for us to see it, in order for us to perceive it, we have to accept that it is something new, that it might look different than we thought, that it might feel different than we anticipated. To accept the fact that to get to your next, you have to change the way you think about it. And my friends, this is why mindset is everything. And while even in the darkest of my own seasons, one of which I speak about in my book, Awareness Put Me On, I talk about what happens when that new awareness is the catalyst for your change. And so, my friends, I ask you, can you perceive it? Can you see the new thing that God is doing? Can you accept that that new thing won't look anything like the old thing, and that you have to let that go? Because the army and the reinforcements together, they lay there, never to rise again, extinguished, snuffed out like a wick. Forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Because when we dwell on the past and our mind is in the past, that's how we fall into depression. When the things that used to be keep you from doing the things that are right now. When your old thoughts, your old behaviors, your old patterns are keeping you from doing something new today. Right now, in this very moment. Instead, we are told to forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. Be present. Remain in the moment. Trust the process.